The factory receives these ingredients in colossal amounts. Imagine giant silos, each holding tons and tons of premium wheat flour. These silos aren't just for storage. They are temperature-controlled environments, ensuring the flour remains fresh and free from any contaminants. Quality control is paramount here. Before any ingredient is even allowed into the production line, it undergoes rigorous testing. Lab technicians take samples of the flour, sugar, and oil to check for purity, moisture content, and other quality parameters. Only the ingredients that meet Parle's strict standards make the cut. This commitment to quality right from the start is the first step in ensuring that every single biscuit tastes exactly as you remember it. Once the raw materials are approved, they are transported to the mixing area. This is where the science of baking on a grand scale truly begins. You won't find anyone mixing dough by hand here. Instead, you'll see gigantic spiral mixers, some capable of handling hundreds of kilograms of dough in a single batch. The process is highly automated. A computer program, fed with the secret Parle-G recipe, controls the precise amount of each ingredient that goes into the mixer. Flour, sugar, oil, water, and the all-important invert syrup are added in a specific sequence. The powerful spiral arm of the mixer then begins to churn, gently but firmly combining everything until a uniform, smooth and pliable dough is formed. The mixing time is crucial. Too little, and the ingredients won't be properly incorporated. Too much, and the dough can become overworked, affecting the final texture of the biscuit. Temperature of the dough is also constantly monitored. It's a delicate balance of science and experience, perfected over 80 years of biscuit making. After mixing, the massive sheet of dough is ready for the next stage. Now we're at the shaping and printing station, and this is where the dough starts to look like the Parle-G we recognize. The large mass of dough is fed into a series of rollers called a laminator. These heavy rollers press and flatten the dough, thinning it out into a continuous wide sheet of uniform thickness. This step is critical for ensuring that every biscuit bakes evenly and has that perfect snap. This thin sheet of dough then travels along a conveyor belt towards the rotary cutter. This is the moment of creation. The rotary cutter is a large, rotating cylinder engraved with the Parle-G biscuit shape, complete with the iconic name and dotted design. As the sheet of dough passes underneath it, the cutter presses down, stamping out hundreds of biscuits with every single rotation. The speed is incredible. It's a continuous, rhythmic motion, creating a perfect army of identical biscuit blanks. The leftover dough scraps, called the web, are cleverly collected and looped back to the beginning of the line to be reincorporated, ensuring absolutely nothing goes to waste. It's a zero-waste, high-efficiency system at its finest. The perfectly formed raw biscuits now embark on their journey through the heart of the factory, the industrial oven. This isn't your home oven. We're talking about a tunnel oven that can be over 250 feet long. The biscuits travel on a wire mesh conveyor belt through this massive heated tunnel. The oven is divided into multiple temperature zones. The initial zones have a higher temperature to help the biscuits rise quickly and develop their structure. As they move along, the temperature is gradually reduced. This carefully controlled baking process is what gives Parle-G its signature golden brown color and that satisfyingly crisp texture. It takes just about 4 to 5 minutes for a biscuit to travel the entire length of the oven. Throughout this process, sensors constantly monitor the temperature and humidity inside the oven to ensure perfect baking conditions. Imagine thousands of biscuits being baked to perfection simultaneously. As they exit the other end of the oven, they are perfectly golden, smelling absolutely divine, and ready for the next crucial step. The aroma filling the air in this part of the factory is simply irresistible. As the freshly baked biscuits emerge from the scorching heat of the oven, they are way too hot to be packed. So, the next stage is all about cooling them down. The biscuits continue their journey on another long, winding conveyor belt. This cooling conveyor can be several hundred feet long, sometimes even stretching across multiple levels of the factory floor. It's designed to give the biscuits enough time to cool down naturally to room temperature. Fans are strategically placed along the belt to aid the cooling process, circulating air around the biscuits. This gradual cooling is extremely important. If the biscuits are packed while they are still warm, the steam trapped inside the package would make them soft and soggy, ruining their crispness. The biscuits are guided into channels where they are gently jostled and aligned to stand on their edge. They then slide down into stacking lanes, forming those neat rows we see inside the packet. Now, it's time for the packaging machines, which are a blur of motion. These high-speed machines are marvels of automation. The iconic yellow wax paper wrapper, printed with the familiar Parle-G girl, comes from a large roll. The machine automatically wraps the paper around a pre-counted stack of biscuits, seals it at both ends, and cuts it to create an individual pack. This happens at lightning speed. A single machine can wrap hundreds of packets per minute. The precision is incredible. Each pack contains the exact same number of biscuits, sealed airtight to maintain freshness. It's the final touch before these biscuits are ready to meet the world. With the biscuits securely wrapped in their primary packaging, the final step is to get them ready for shipping. The individual packets come off the wrapping machine and travel down another conveyor belt, where they are grouped together. Robotic arms or automated systems then pick up these groups and place them neatly into larger plastic outer bags or cardboard boxes. These are the familiar wholesale packs you might see in a shop. Every box is meticulously weighed to ensure it contains the correct number of packets. It's another layer of quality control. The boxes are then sealed, labeled with manufacturing dates, batch numbers, and pricing information. This data is crucial for tracking the product through the supply chain. From here, the sealed cartons are stacked onto pallets, often by robotic palletizers, which can build a perfect stack in seconds. It's a testament to the genius of mass production and the legacy of a brand that has been a part of our lives for generations. The next time you dip a Parle-G biscuit into your chai, you'll know the amazing story of how it got there. Thanks for joining us on this inside look at the Parle-G factory. If you found this journey as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into how things are made. See you in the next video.